Welcome, everybody, to War Commander Unshackled, the end of invasion and random acts of bullshit. Well, we have pretty much a full panel on tonight. We have Dava Phoenix, we have Dox and Debo, we have the Dutchman, we have Destroyer, we have Hellfire, we have King, we have MRK, I don't know your name, Venom, and of course yours truly, Shadow Killer. Well, we are going to break down this last invasion, get everybody's thoughts about it, and I want everybody there on YouTube. I want to, what you guys think about this. We're going to start at the end, work our way down. Daba, you're up. Tell us what your thoughts about invasion.
So initially, I thought when I did the Thursday show, I was like, man, this thing's brutal, and I was kind of questioning like whether I'd be able to get a gold. And then I started considering, hey, it might not be bad getting a silver one, but then I started, I was doing farming him for the tech, and I realized that it really wasn't that bad. And especially when I put purifiers in, purifiers, Ardra, and Hades was pretty much my base tune, and it really wasn't that bad once you use a base tune. If you don't use a base tune, it is pretty brutal. So I like this one. This one was a lot. This one's a lot more fun than the other one, I think, because it was a challenge, especially wave 10. It killed all my units, but hey, I got it. That's a rare thing when I get satisfaction out of like a job well done in this game. And at like 6 in the morning today, I completed wave 10 with the speed run, and yeah, that was good satisfaction. And even though everything's dead, I'm like, hey, whatever. So yeah, overall, it was pretty good. I loved it.
All right, Debo.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I only was able to run through it about twice or 3 times, I think, total. But yeah, it wasn't bad. I got down to 19 minutes.
Hex.
Yeah, not too much to say. I'm actually I'm really interested to see the Herald when we get to play with it instead of it just coming to attack us. But it definitely made it interesting at wave 9.
All right. Hold on a minute. Who's up? Dutch, you're up. Sorry, guys. I'm still working on my base here. Okay.
No, it was good. I liked this invasion. It was not that hard. I liked the tech that they pay out. I was a little bit disappointed in the amount of medal payouts. Now I don't need that much medals because I already got enough for PvP, and what I'm getting too short I will get from the medal bases. But I think for all the other players that don't get that much medal is too low. And the other thing I really not agree with is that you have to beat all 10 waves to win other prizes. For me, it's no problem, but for the medium and the lower levels that are not capable of finish the whole invasion, they cannot earn more prizes. If they cannot beat, for instance, wave 8, then they're done. There's no use for them to replay because they don't get any prizes. But I think KIXEYE need to rethink something about that. So the people that cannot finish it, that it's for them, they got a reason to play it. And other than that, it was cool. I liked it.
All right. Who's up next? Destroyer.
Well, I really actually enjoyed Wave 9 because it's the first time, other than the boss bases, to actually kill the Herald. And I found it the easy way of doing it was to have the Hades, of course. And for the one on the left, I used Howler to distract it. So it would still be following my Howler and the Hades killed it. But yeah, the invasion was a little bit tougher than last month, but it wasn't anything too hard to complete. But I agree with Devo that a lot of the low levels and mid levels can't really complete the entire invasion in one go. And they shouldn't, as long as you at least try the invasion, should probably get the lowest prize available, so at least
Well, that
everybody
was
gets a
me.
chance.
That was
That's what I like
Dutch.
with the attrition is because you know, eventually you got an hour to wear it down. So
Yeah.
All right, Hellfire. Yeah, yes, Dobby, you can. We'll do it at the very end. Hellfire.
wakey wakey.
You.
All
But while
right,
we,
King, you're up. We'll come
Somebody
back.
muted me.
Oh.
You don't have to mute me. I always mute me on my headset.
Ah.
Well, I liked the invasion a lot more than the previous one, except for some waves like wave 8, which was 8 and 9, which was more or less flooding your base again. And I hate that because it's not a tactic. That's just flooding, and especially people with a normal computer, they will have trouble with it. Because again, I hear a lot of people complaining about lag and unable to control their units. Well, that's mostly because KixEye is flooding your base with so much units that your computer can't keep up with it. But on the hand of difficulty, yeah, it wasn't that hard. If you, the first waves, the first time to 10, well, that's the hardest because you didn't know what to expect. But that's where shows like this are for, so that people can know and see what will be coming on, what will become on the base. So overall, it wasn't too bad.
All
I
right.
would just loved to see them more tested because, like things like a lot of us didn't get rewards for wave 5 and wave 10 because
I didn't get rewards. I didn't get none. I'll talk about this in a minute. I didn't get none from 1 all the way to 10. I didn't get shit.
I get 1 to 4 and 6 to 9, and 5 and 10 I didn't get because I already have an Elite Titan and I already have an Elite Juggernaut.
Same.
Yep, me too. But we'll go with that. I'll go to mine in a minute. King, you're up. Devin, bring me that Pepsi in the fridge.
I thought the invasion was all right. I did think it was a little bit more challenging than last one, which is something I was looking forward to. They did spam an ass load of units into it, and I don't like that either. I do think it should be a little bit more tactic based, but since the attrition was in there, that's not too bad. And, you know, even the lower levels, like you guys were bringing up with the attrition, even if they micro heal their base, they can sit there and keep hitting that. And with the attrition, it will just keep dropping the units in an hour. So I thought it was all right.
And if you put a crap ton of liberators for the low, medium levels, you know, micro heal them, and just eventually it'll wear it down. Everybody should have a bunch of liberators by now.
Oh, easily.
Yeah, they should, but
Yeah, but the low levels don't have the liberators to level 10.
all right. Who's next? Venom. Or no, MRK.
MRK.
Yeah,
Let's count down.
what I thought about the invasion is
Yep.
I had to use Jericho and 2 jackals. They had the 50 range I have, and what I use on those jackals, what I have is charge ordnance. I use them to shock all the purifiers, which my command center would survive. And one thing about wave 10, I passed wave 10 by using Jericho Tech with my 4 howlers.
So did you like the did you enjoy it?
Yes.
All right. Venom.
What not only that about the wave 10, I like the silver Omega Titan Warpaint than the gold one.
Okay.
I wish they would have just shown the prizes, like what each Titan looked like.
Yeah, that'd have been nice, but
Yeah, the forum post was kind of there.
all right.
My experience, I'm gonna be honest. I did it once, I wasn't interested in beating the time at all. And welcome, David. I like I said, I wasn't really interested in the time. I don't care if I get a gold or a silver or a bronze skin for a unit that I probably am not going to put that skin on because I like the way it looks as it is. My overall opinion, I'm going to touch on some things that Daba said. Okay, the attrition's there. Yeah, that's helpful. But it is only helpful if you have a base. Again, this thing, when you got up there in level, in wave 7, wave 8, if you weren't in your high 30s, 40s, you're pretty much hitting the wall, okay? If you didn't have the turrets to effectively counter all of the spammed units coming at you, if you didn't have charged ordnance to stun all of the purifiers coming at you, you really kind of got fucked. That said, I half enjoyed it, half didn't. I was on the fence with the whole thing. I completed it. I waited, did the first day. The second day I spent actually collecting resources so that I could build and actually upgrading also my my thorium storage so I could build the Ardra to use her as a bait unit in the latter wave, and also to build the Hades because I didn't have any Hades built at all for use in the Herald wave. What really kind of made it bitter was, and I just want to quickly touch on this, was the secondary event that went on during this event, which was the seasonal bases, which gave you the little lucky skin for your Legion, the little, Lucky Charms, green goblin skin. So you got to understand, like, Kixeye really timed this a little off. They could have done this a little sooner, ending it before the lucky bases came out, before St. Patrick's Day, and then doing the St. Patrick's Day the following thing, because you might have, because at least the St. Patrick's Day bases were well tuned to be pretty much anybody could do it as long as you could pop the helper units. So that was definitely good looking out on Kixeye's behalf.
I enjoy those bases.
Yeah. But like I said, I don't rate it highly, not because it was poorly done. I think it was well done. It was executed a little bit not to my liking for timing as far as those other bases came, but they were, again, like I said, they made it easy, so it wasn't really harmful to a person because they could go and use nothing and still collect the base. All they needed was to pop those helper buildings and they could complete it. And a little bit of air obviously helped. The Juggernaut thing, again, a little bit of tuning and the right units, you got through it. Pretty much we've been through the Juggernaut with the last invasion. It was the same thing, just a different direction it came from. Lag became the only issue that I saw a lot of players having. I didn't have such a bad issue. But again, like I said, I wasn't going for time, so I can certainly assume there were a lot of people very pissed off that they weren't able to achieve a much faster run through because of the instance of the lag. Again, like Shadow Killer said, like Hellfire said, there were prizes that we just could not get because we already had unlocked our elite units. So what's the point? They should have had for our players a third possibility. Maybe Omega parts for one of the units. The medals were low payout. It was good. They added up quickly, but I would have liked them to have started probably at the 250 medal mark and rather than the 100 medals right off the bat. And then had maybe, I think I know Daba knows this, what the total was for one run through. Was
12,000.
I would have liked to seen 15,000.
At least
that's not a huge difference. It's not was 15?
I said no, at least 15 because it really wasn't anything good.
Yeah, I think 15 being understanding that we can hold 1 million now, understanding that most things in the gear store are 30, a pop or 600,000 for the units that we're coming up with before this changes over. 30 would have been a better no, I mean 15 would have been a better number for one run through. If you did do it 2 or 3 or 4 times, then you're doing 30, 60, 90. You can collect it a lot better towards your medals payout. But yeah, that's about it for me.
All right. Well, I did it.
So,
You guys, hold on now.
I was about to say about war efforts.
Oh,
So if you
oh,
activate the 2 hours war efforts, maybe it could help a lot in the invasion if you want to reach a specific scores, or maybe you want to reach top 100 something. If you enable such as a unit damage boost by 10%, which is 7 days. If you enable the 2 hours, this will give you 50%.
Okay.
If you enable the turret damage, if you use it for defense, you can enable that. One is 7 days, one is 2 hours. If you don't use the supplies for economy, so use it for economy only if you need resources.
well, I didn't use any. I didn't use any of the boosts. I didn't use any of that shit. And the first day, it took me an hour and 42 minutes. I cut it all the way down to 35 minutes. I couldn't get past 35 minutes because the lag on 9 and 10. I had no problems. 1 through 8, no problems. 9 and 10, I couldn't get my units moved around for shit, especially 10. I could not get my Jericho and my Howlers to work for me. They just sat there. And
So
I had to hold on now. Stop interrupting. I mean, I tried my damnedest and finally got pissed off, and then I wasn't getting any kind of fucking prizes. None. I didn't get no prizes at all last night or this morning. I got 1 through 10. I did it 4 different times. I didn't get no tech. None. I didn't get any medals. I didn't get shit. Kickstarter gave me 100 gold. That's all. And I had to make a fucking video just to show it to them. These assholes told me that it was fixed. And I was like, what? Are you fucking insane? So I, of course, made a video and had to show them. And instead of giving me any kind of medals or anything or the tech that I wanted, they gave me 100 gold. The fuck am I going to do with 100 gold?
Add it to your collection.
You want the tech for the Vindicators in the Hades.
Fuck yeah, that's what I want. That is what I want. And I got tech. I mean, I'll show you. I mean, I got a good amount of tech, but I wanted more because I wanted more Hades and more of that shit. But here we go. No prizes.
I was about to say, I ended up at 25 minutes and 15 seconds on top 145 on the leaderboard.
Yeah, I didn't get that high. I got 35 minutes. But I don't give a shit about that because I don't care about that fucking tech. But look at these look at these people wrote to me. Thank you for writing, because I told them I made 3 times, no prizes. Thank you for writing with us. The issues regarding the prizes are not being awarded for the Invasion Wave 5 and 10 have already been fixed by our team. I was like, really? Okay. So I made a video. All right. And, I made the video, showed it to them. And then I had some other asshole. Can't even stick to the same fucking person. I wish it would have been the same person. Telling me that I did not want Elite Juggernaut parts. Okay, I've already got the Elite. I know that. I wanted tech for these bad boys, for my Vindicators, for my Hades. And I want them to fix the fucking lag.
The lag was so bad in some of them.
Oh, man. Oh, you know how I got past 9? I posted all everybody. I did not struggle on 9 like everybody else did.
I didn't struggle.
I posted up all my Hades. I put my Hades and my Tempest right here.
It was not bad at all. 9.
I mean, I got 6 I got 6 of the plus 200, and I got 6 of the extra range. I got
Nice.
some of the reload speed, but I didn't get none of the fucking red ones. That's what I need. Only got one. But I put for 9. I posted everything up here, and once I put it on fist. I put all my anti-air right here. Put it on fist and let it roll. My base handled the rest, and then it came, and then I had a howler right here, and I just move it back and forth, and the other herald would chase it.
Yep. Same thing with I did.
Until all my units. Yep. Until all my units can come back over here. At 10 though, man. 10, I could not move Jericho. I couldn't move not a fucking person. I couldn't get past 35 minutes. I think it was 35-25.
Yeah, on wave 10, I put all of my heavy turrets, my overwatches, and my rails. I put behind them all of my towers and bunkers. I put behind them all of my land-based turrets. Then I put the command center all in that far right corner. And in front of the heavy overwatches and everything, I put all of my floating turrets. And then I just baited with howlers the other units until the Malachi and the regular Juggernaut came in. It did pretty quick work. Once you got everything weeded down to just those units, and the regular Juggernaut went pretty fast. Then I used the Jericho tactic and buzzed through.
Oh, I love that tactic.
Oh man, I coined that tactic because what I did is I put Jericho right in the middle of my base and clicked it and just left it there and just let everything else do all the work.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what does help a lot, and it's already been said, the ways that you struggle at, just start the wave, sit back, watch what's coming at you, and watch from what side it's coming, and then remember for the next time. I mean, 10 wasn't that hard. Well, if you had lag issues, okay, well, that's another problem. But if it was because of the difficulty, I mean, if you looked good at the wave, all the units spawned from only one half side, and the other side it was clear. So that's where I stacked my howlers, and when the time was right, I let them move in and take out the first Juggernaut.
Yep, I had
those howlers destroy the Juggernaut. I love it.
Once I was able to move. I mean, like I said, I started with an hour and 42 minutes, and I broke it all the way down to 35 minutes. I mean, that's a hell of a jump from one to another.
Amazing.
And once I started rolling, I mean, like I said, my biggest problem is I could not move Jericho or my howlers at all. If I was able to move them on 10, I could have got down to 19 minutes or at least 20 minutes.
Did you move your CC to the right on 10?
Oh man, I had my whole base at the bottom, and then I doubled up my guns.
I think a lot of people struggle to get wave 10 in one hit. Maybe
I gotta
do lag, but I didn't have that much lag, and I could at the end I could finish wave 1 of 10 in just one hit.
All right, this is what I did. Now this
I got a 20:44 time.
Yeah, I could have got there. I could have got down to that if I didn't have the lag.
You know what's fucked up though? Going into after finishing 9, I got the spinning wheel of death and had to refresh.
Oh,
I still got 20:44.
Now
I was so pissed off.
I had my base set up down here in this corner, and what I did for 10 is I doubled up the guns on this side and this side. So I had all my guns lined up right here, and I had all my guns lined up right here. I just left this whole right area blank. There was nothing here.
May I ask why you doubled up on the right side? Because
nothing comes in over there.
Spawns from the other side.
I had shit coming from here, and I had I had the guns up here. I had shit come from here and here on 10.
Yeah, on 10 there were a few acolytes and vindicators spawning from around 12 o'clock.
Yep.
Yeah, and purifiers.
And I just doubled up my guns on this side. and had my mind literally encircle my whole
I
base.
moved my CC down and moved a couple buildings down there real quick, power plants, and threw my bunkers up there, and threw my drone silo up at the front with my thing, and went right in at it.
Well, I didn't change my base layout. I didn't relocate my CC. The only thing I did was I knew that the most and the strongest unit would spawn at around 5 o'clock.
Ooh, thunder.
So what I did was put Adra there with 4 purifiers, and they would wreck everything that comes there. And at that moment, you can you put your howlers at around 9-10 o'clock, waiting there until Malachi spawned, and bring those in.
Well, what I did in the wave, all the units were spawned from here, and here, all the way.
Speaking of, I need to stash all my walls and redo my base again.
I didn't use my Adra. I used 8 howlers, and they were smashing the Juggernaut, and then brought them back to safe position. Wait till the Malachi, and then bring the 8 howlers back in, and they smashed also the Malachi Juggernaut.
Yep.
Pretty quick.
Yeah, I know. we had around the same time.
Yeah. 2 Dutchmen in the top 10. Huh? Nice performance.
Hell yeah, good job. I mean,
Dutchman hacks.
you know what it is, Lonnie? It's the clocks.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, it wasn't that bad except for a couple of the glitches. I mean, like I said, I was more pissed off that I didn't get the prizes that I wanted. I mean, I got enough to do what to mix and match my units, but I want to unlock more because I'm a greedy fucker, and I wanted more tech, but kicks I paid out, so I mean, I guess it wasn't that bad. I don't know. I think they need to stop with Invasion and Onslaught. Now we have the event. We can't do our rave run really because people are still repairing their units.
Can I say something real quick while you mention that?
No.
Go right ahead.
Well, I was going to say the same thing. You've got Onslaught, which is a defensive-based mini event. Now you've got Invasion, which is a defensive-based mini event. Now, don't get me wrong. I love defense-only events, but what I would really like them to do, or like to see them think about, is, okay, keep Invasion as extend it maybe from 10 to 15 waves, okay, or 12 waves. Keep the Invasion going as a defensive only. Take our Onslaught and revert it back to the old way of an all attack. Put an attack base. Lock it to every player's base on the world map. Nobody else can hit it, only you. And you do 10 or whatever waves of attacking it. And with each round, the base internal changes. So now you have a mini event that is all attack based, and you get prizes, same, and then you have our Invasion, which is all defense, and you get the prize payouts. Make them both maybe 15 waves with the replay.
Ooh, that would be a lot of fun.
I know
like
it's returning to an old school way of playing with the dedicated base connected to your.
I miss that.
I do too, and I think that's something.
Oh, I love defense events.
Everybody knows that I run the Unshackled group, right? Everybody here knows that. And you ask anybody that's part of my group, I don't fucking help anybody. I like my base. I like my event base being attached to me. I don't help not a fucking soul. I am a heartless cocksucking fuck. I will let you sit there and suffer. Friends or not, I don't give a shit. All right, for the sheer reason that I got to where I'm at now by myself without asking for help, learning it on my own and this was before everybody was making the videos. All right, this was before videos. I mean, hell, I made videos before. Me and Jano were making videos, and who was the other one?
Was it Data?
No, Data didn't make no videos. Who was the other one? God damn it. He was.
I used to watch Scuba Steve's videos. I used to watch Jano's videos. I used to watch
before Jano.
Max Payne.
No, God damn.
I want to say
Katie,
Donut or something.
Cat Court.
Yeah, that was it. Cat Court. That was it.
There was somebody even before him. There was somebody even before him.
Yeah, but I mean, at the end of the day, it was. I mean, we were the originals. We made 1 or 2 videos that event videos, but we didn't make any videos for bases until the Thorium bases came out. And I remember people getting all over my ass about posting those videos up there because they were helping Kickside. Yeah, I mean, Kickside would change them like a couple days later. And but I didn't get any help at all. I didn't ask for help. So I don't help anybody. I figure if I can do it, me of all people, then they can do it. So I mean, I'll miss the bases being attached. I miss that shit. I miss it being where you hit one base. It's your skill against Kickside skill.
I remember that you had your
hell yeah. It was you and it was you versus them.
Yep.
And nowadays people don't want to try a base.
Oh hell no! Oh,
and every time you go outside of your base, it was either it would start off at 5 and then 10 and then...
Hell yeah! That now you have peace. Help me on 120. Fuck you.
You're a level
my
12.
Unit's dead. Sorry for you. My units are dead too. I gotta fucking wait and let it shit repair.
How about?
I mean,
please open me up a 70.
Oh God! I usually have. I have no idea what's being said in sector. 90% of the time, I have no idea because I have chat off. Because I can't stand that shit. I miss being me versus Kickside. Not me help everybody and fight Kickside.
We all used to be pissed off. Oh, we don't like this wave shit, man.
Fuck now you're sitting there, you're like, well, goddamn, I wish they'd bring it back so people leave the fuck alone.
They're not going to bring it back to the old school style.
No, because they want you to help They want you to help. They want you to help.
They want you to lose units.
They want they want your money. Is what
and I'm not. And guys, please out there on YouTube, I am not downing those who help. I am not. I'm not criticizing. I mean, that is your choice of game. That's cool. But I wish there was a way for them to set it up to where guys that don't want to help can do it on their own and not have to worry about it. And if you want to help, you can help. Or maybe, make a coin. Okay, fine. This event, if you want to lock that base, costs 100 gold. Bam, I'll jump on that in a fucking heartbeat.
No. See, the reason I project this idea is that I want to make sure that players are forced in a certain way to learn to fend for themselves without relying on a team play. I mean, right now I understand, and again, I agree with you. I was the same way. I was gifted things and didn't accept them. Like, come here, I'll give you this. Back when resource bases were important. A great player who was far better than me. I was just starting out. Basically, he'd been there in the beta time, and I just started at tail end of beta. Just after it came out to the general public. But he's like, come here, I'll give you a giant. And I'm like, no, I'll do it myself. I'll work the large. I'll learn how to defeat the larges easily with 0 repair. And then I'll learn to go take a giant by picking at it. And that's the way I always was. I didn't want anybody to help. I used to say, no, give it to somebody else. I don't care. And I would suffer a month or 2 months without ever having a giant metal or a giant oil because I couldn't get it at that point. I had to learn how to get it. And then when I finally did achieve
Elite Hellfires and Mega Tanks.
Yes. And when I finally did achieve that piddly little, giant oil, I fucking protected that thing to the death. I would coin the fuck out of every tune to make sure if somebody stole it, I would get it back. And I'd steal it, I'd get it back.
I remember
that was my trophy.
That's rocket buggies into fucking plasmas.
That's why I like the one-hit bases in the event, so nobody else can help you through it. So you have to do it on your own
That
to
is
finish the event.
that is true, but it does also hem you down to only having the one attack. That also sucks.
Yeah, but
You
that's,
know,
that's
I
also a
hate
challenge. It's also a challenge.
That's
it's
true,
a challenge for us. All right,
but not for a
This is
mid-low level.
this is where I know I sound like a fucking asshole. I know I do, and I know a lot of people don't agree with how I do things. It's because I am a very old school player. I mean, I am, and I thoroughly believe in that. But I understand that the progression of the game is to the point now where you have no choice. But if you have a clan, you have to help your players.
And that's my point. This game has become a team game primarily. It's 99% team. You have look at everything they've instituted in this has become team based, including the war efforts. If you don't have a clan and you don't have a group and you can't work together, you can't collect these war efforts and continuously run them. I mean, yes, kids,
I can't.
you can be on your
It
own.
depends on what level player you are.
Yeah,
If
I mean,
you're
I
a
can
but what I
player,
mean-
you can do it on your own.
What I'm referring to is not that you can't succeed in defeating the war efforts system, but what I'm saying is to run them constantly 24/7, 365. No, nobody's going to spend with as much as is necessary to be accomplished in the day-to-day play of this game, collecting resources, upgrading things, building things, doing event bases, doing mini event bases, doing holiday bases. You there's no fucking mathematically physical way that you could, unless you're not sleeping or eating or you're pissing your pants sitting at your computer desk, you can't run all of these things that Kixeye takes for granted. They are really pushing their thumbs down on a lot of the mid players that I really, in my heart, see them slowly, I mean, not quite yet, but slowly pushed absolutely out of the game. Not just struggling, but really held the fuck down.
But you
My
don't need
computer
to
shares
run,
a mode, so I don't have to worry about that.
Oh,
you don't need to run the war efforts 24/7. I mean,
Just during the events. That's the only time I really get on and do them. And I don't do them for the rave runs.
nope.
I don't do them for Onslaught or this. Like I said, I'm a very old school player. So like the Missile Bastion, somebody with a Missile Bastion in their base, I don't give a fuck because I usually forget that I have missiles anyway.
Exactly.
So it doesn't matter if you have it in there or not. I'm still coming to fuck you up because I mean, you guys, and if I can't, oh well then, I made an ass of myself. But I usually forget that I even fucking have missiles. I forget to make them.
Oh yeah.
But so many people depend on them now. I mean, they depend on missiles. I don't depend on them. I don't give a fucking shit. I will use my ground to kick your ass. I will use my Titan. I know how to use my Titan. I know that if you are Liberator heavy, I'll treat your base like I did the Liberator bases. I will skirt all the way around it. And if my drones work right, I'm fucking you up. And if not, oh well, then I failed. I got a 1 day, 3 hour repair, and I'm done fighting.
It's funny when, like, people when I didn't have a Missile Bastion, when my weapons lab was level whatever 1, people would they would bubble me easy, but then as soon as I put the Missile Bastion in, the losses just exponentially increase. And I'm like, all I did was put a Missile Bastion in. If you attack me still the same way you did before, you would flatten me. But now all of a sudden, because everyone wastes the O Phantom as soon as they see Twin Titans, must use O Phantom, must use O Phantom, and it dies immediately. That's 8 hours repair.
It's a nice decoy because people are so focused taking out that Missile Bastion that they are losing too much instead of they are focusing on other stuff or taking your base out different.
People are like, well, I bubbled you. It's all, to me, nowadays, the bubble isn't about getting the bubble. It's repair time. It is straight out repair time. You guys remember, it was one plat. Everybody remembers this. Everybody who's, 4 years plus. One plat, 6 minutes. That was the goal, to flatten somebody, one plat, 6 minutes. Now it's to flatten people without losing your balls. Not, I mean, unless you're a heavy corner, Lonnie.
Lonnie, the only thing coming out of his platoon could be a freaking single dog, and that could be half dead. He's like, "Fuck it, I still flatten him here." Coin done.
Scooby. I mean, unless you're those kind of guys, then it matters how much you lose. You hit my base.
What matters to me, it doesn't matter. I don't care if I walk away with everything dead. If you're flat, I win.
Yes.
Yeah, see, that's not, and I mean, and see, there is a difference between the gameplay
and on the other side of that,
and the people, because I'm not like that. If you come into my base and you lose your Juggernaut plat, and all I lose is my defensive plat, I'm only down 8 hours tops.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, exactly.
You're down over a day, and then you lose your air on top of it. Fuck, to me, I'll combine all that. That's a 2.5 day repair.
I'm down until my shit gets back to my base.
Yes,
and there's a heavy corner compared to I'm a mild corner. I mean, go ahead.
When I get attacked, I always like at the end and then pop up the attack log and then pull up the list and then see what he lost and see what you lost and then make a comparison. I mean, that's how you can determine who won or not.
That's how that's how I do it.
My philosophy is if I get on and it's an offline hit, if you took more than 8 hours for an offline hit, then I win.
Yeah, because I mean,
and it's under 8 hours, then
the most I'll lose is 10 hours. Any base out there, the most you'll lose is a 10-hour time. All right, that's with having a hero unit. Unless you're slam full of liberators. If you're slam full of liberators, well,
that's what 14, 16
hours? 14, 16 hours, something like that. But if you just have, like what I have in my base here. Matt, fuck them. All right, it's straight out the hell with them. All right, you're trying to get you're trying to get as many bases with the least amount of damage. If they want to cry about it, then fucking well. All right.
What I used to do when I would troll people like that, I would embrace it and I would just say, "Yep, I'm here. I'm a noob and all this." And obviously, you're not, but I would just embrace it and just troll with them.
All right, this platoon I have in here, okay. I got 1 Howler, I got 4 Hades, I got a Purifier, I've got Ardra, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 6, 7, 8. I got 8 of the Vindicators. This is about 11-hour repair, completely dead. I think. But if I could take your Juggernaut, all your air, and your Juggernaut platoon, that's 2.5 days easy. I will take that 10-hour loss all day long.
Plus infamy, but infamy don't really matter.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about infamy. Goddamn, I mean, anybody can get it. Infamy is nothing. I'm not. You know what infamy is good for? The gear. That's all it's good for is getting the gear. That is it. Other than that, I don't give a rat's ass. And hell, I haven't even bought Expert Boulder. I haven't bought Doran. I use my shit for Spec Ops. I don't need those units. These units are fucking waste now.
Yes, but if you're a collector, you gotta have them.
You don't got.
I used to be, but now it's too much trouble.
I've got Expert Dante, and I just bought Expert Doran, and neither one has ever seen actual field combat. I mean, I don't even have Doran built yet, but
all right,
I have to have them.
I'm gonna test this base real quick. We're gonna test it.
Because I figure if I don't get them, then there's gonna be one unit that these things hit, and then one shot it, and then I'm like, oh crap! Like Jerry's tactic. I was like, whatever, it's junk, and now everyone's using it, and I'm like kicking myself for not getting.
You're not gonna throw Ardra in there?
No, this is gonna be.
Because I knew that one would get all the way through.
Send in all Juggernauts. Go ahead.
No.
I'm gonna pretend I'm not gonna defend or nothing. I'm gonna see how it does.
Well, all I know is like I was pointing out was if he targets that that bunker with the Juggernaut, your four God damn it, why is my brain not wanting to work? Floating fucking turrets are dead, and your missiles are dead. I mean, that whole corner is just gone, and probably some damage to the power plant.
Venom.
Yes, sir.
Quit drinking the bong water.
But that's the best part.
You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to change over my fucking turrets.
Avalanches and
Yeah, I was wondering why you had so many hunters. I was like,
I forgot all about it.
just a PSA, public service announcement.
like I said,
Did the hunters really do anything against the Herald?
No.
Okay,
They annoyed it. They made the pilot's ears ring a little bit, but that's about all.
No, they.
I had somebody test the.
They just tickled the Herald.
I had somebody test the heavy flak as well, and that's garbage against it too. So.
What about your CC heavy anti-air gun?
Yep.
It maxed out. Does that do anything to Storm?
No.
I doubt it, but yeah, I'll let you know in about 2 weeks.
The only real effective unit against the Herald is the Hades. Tempest will work too, but they are not as effective as the Hades.
So.
Yep, I used to be the in the Tempest versus Hades war. I used to always be Tempest, but specifically for those for air, if you're attacking, I gotta go Hades.
One second, I gotta bust somebody's balls real quick. I thought you said you were going to do this as if you were offline.
Yeah.
Now you're baiting the fucking unit.
I had to. I could just sit there.
Hold on, Shadow is currently showing you his cheat engine in act. He has his cheat engine set, so his units still work offline, and they act as if he was using them.
Auto Clicker Matrix 2.0.
Exactly. He's got some Autobot that's running this. I forget what they call it in Excel, but it's
sure the fuck isn't Kixeye AI. I'll tell you that right now.
That's what I said. He wrote a macro. That's what it is. He wrote a macro that just does this for him. I'm surprised some libs ain't eating up your howler.
The difference between the Tempest and the Hades is the Tempest is a good defense unit, and the Hades is a good offense unit.
Well, like you said on the previous
You know what?
show,
I wish they would make the Go-Go Bar to where you can control the attacking units.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I said
attack your own base and find the weak spot.
I said separate it out and maybe do like they do with their bases where they can have a defined pattern, or like you use with your. I mean, I'm going back to the Phantom with its drop pattern. If you could spread out your Go-Go Bar into 4 platoons or 4 sections, and then give like a red, yellow, green, and blue pattern where you select a start point and an end point, and it'll attack on that track.
And put what
units you wanted in yellow, blue. Yeah, exactly. So you could set your in this case the Juggernaut. You could set it to start at the west corner and attack that bunker, and then the drone silo.
Maybe they're listening and they're going to do that, and they're going to make us upgrade the Go-Go Bar 10 more levels to be able to do it.
Then I retract everything I fucking said. I'm an asshole. Shut up. Don't listen to me. I don't need 30. I don't need 30 more freaking months of upgrade time.
For that, I would take it.
Everyone's gonna go burn your sector down.
All right, I can handle this online.
I like that idea. What Lonnie is telling. Maybe an additional option in the Go-Go Bar.
Yeah, I mean,
all right, it'll work online. I can live with that. 1 howler.
Yeah, but you ain't got nobody. That's
Kixeye, stupid
AI
guard bot. Fucking
now we'll try it. Now we'll try it without.
Let me tell you something. If I'm taking my Juggernaut at your base, I guarantee I'm losing my.
You want to get fuck you'd?
Yeah, but your little howler's going to be shooting at my Juggernaut. I'm going to be like, yeah, really? I'm going to continue to target what the fuck I want to target. I'll take the damage.
That's a better test than a Go-Go test. A fuck you test. That's better.
And I gotta wait a day to start upgrading my jug again to 25, I think 24.
Let me set my minds up, and then we'll do this. We'll do it. Fuck it. Hold on a second. Let me set my minds up. All right, guys. Y'all gonna see.
Oh fuck! I ain't even got my shit set up.
Well,
He's
this
going-
gives
he's
you
going-
a fucking chance, bitch.
He's not that stupid. He's putting off screen share, so
This is
he
the-
cannot see the minds.
This has become an RAB. This has become an RAB impromptu PvP.
No, it's an
Battle
RB.
of the tough guys.
Oh no, I'm
Shadow,
not
while he hits you, I'll go hit him.
That sounds
Please
fair.
use my
already
bunkers,
know,
man.
I
Everything's
already
in
know.
I need the bubble anyway.
His fucking Omega his Omega Phantom's gonna fuck my world up. All right, I already know this. We all know this. Okay,
The
we
ducks.
all know that bitch is coming, and when that comes, it's over.
No,
And
it depends.
I need to buy the fuck you up.
It depends, Shadow. If you got all sustain units, then yes. But if you got enough burst fire, then you can shoot it out of the sky. Not that difficult.
We'll be finding out shortly. And hell yeah, I'm not letting him see where the fuck I put my mines. I put my mines in weird fucking spots.
Hey, I got 10
We don't
advanced scouts, mofo. I don't need.
I was
this
about to
thing.
say I'll advance scout and put it up on Chapel
I got 10 of them motherfucking advanced scouts. So
I got 7 ass. Oh,
I
goddamn,
got
you're-
fuck it, then.
you're
I'm
Red
just
City.
gonna encircle my base with them. Then fuck you, then.
I got Hey Dutch,
Yeah.
I'm gonna need to borrow one of your Onis because I want to see if it can take out my radio tower sometime after the show. Because I'm at level
Okay.
9 right now, or whatever. I'm one
Okay.
before max, and I really don't want to. I really don't want to spend a week to upgrade it if it'll work right now.
Okay, we can test it.
I want to say something. City out there is also referring that the Herald's been able to be baited by the
Howlers.
Hydra.
by the Howlers. And what what is your opinion on the actual bomb that these things drop? I was expecting something a hell of a lot more
Bigger.
impressive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
I-
just over 100k DPS for a level 20 Herald, according to the stats that we received.
But visually,
These are not official.
more than
They're the
mathematically.
phantom. They're the phantom bombs.
Yeah, I was
Now the
expecting
Phantom
something
bombs are
different.
way more effective.
yeah, but they look the same.
Ah,
They look the same.
fuck it. I'm tired of saying. Yeah.
he moves 2. He's like, fuck it. There's too many of these things to say.
Yeah, I saw a level
I can
20
do them all at once,
Herald
I could.
take around, what was it, 30, 40 seconds to bring down a level 11 command center. It had to hang there.
Oh, that's freaking stupid.
I still think the Herald might be here and there a disappointment. It's flying too slow. I don't think it will be.
It's the Chimera. The Chimera had its potential and it was good for a second, and then it fell to shit.
No, it's effectively the flying Growler or the Inferno. You can use it perfectly together with the ground unit, with a Growler or something, so that your air will go to the Herald, your ground will go to the drones of the Growler, and behind it you just have your plat coming in.
Ah, okay. Genius.
All right.
Give me a minute, I'm still setting up.
So it's more a distraction unit than really a good unit to bubble anybody.
So it's like the Atlas missile, but controllable and hovering.
Yeah.
So we do get an RAV after all in the show, right?
You got to think of the effectiveness of the Herald, though. All you have to do is take out the stuff that can hit it, and there's nothing left in your base that can hit it.
Bitch, it's not
Yeah,
here.
but
Yeah,
most,
but then it's-
most of the people that have their stuff floating,
Mhm.
so and the Herald can't hit it.
and
Most
if
of
it takes,
most of people have their hunters on floaters,
yeah, and if it,
especially for against the cyclones and Dina and stuff like that. So
and if you can't, if it takes that long to take down a level 10
Level 11.
CC or level 11 CC. I mean, Jesus, by the time you're tinkering around and dicking around in the base, it takes forever.
Let's say
I get bored.
almost half your attack time is gone before your herald is at the CC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it becomes just boring as all hell.
No, so you just use it as a distraction unit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So kind of a suicide unit. So then it we will.
No, not really a suicide unit, because it can take a hell of a pounding.
Yeah, but then we are dependent on what will be the repair times.
Yep.
That's... Well, we got another week until we can.
Because if it's 16 hours when it's dead and it's 16 hours repair, I mean that's not a unit that you want to use to absorb damage.
Yeah, but if you look at what damage it takes from like a hunter,
nothing.
No,
I had one hunter in my base, and I did the normal runs with evasion just for the tech. So empty base, just run it. It didn't even have half a block gone.
And SK had 3 in his, and it didn't do shit.
Yeah.
You know, he just sat there and watched it do nothing. Yeah.
So just run it in front of the rest of your air.
Now I can see where Shadow got his mines.
Yeah, I got tired of fucking setting them up.
But like the Ardra, I like Ardra. She is also an damage absorbing unit, and when she's dead, only 1 hour repair. I like that.
So, like I said in the one photo that I spread around to a couple of people, you've got the flying. I shouldn't say this because it is kind of representative of another group of people, but the flying Tampax it absorbs.
Yep.
And Ardra in a PvP tune or a raid tune, 30 minutes when it's totally destroyed. So, yeah.
I hate it when the fucking trees are right there. Fucks up my chi.
What doesn't
fucks up the tree?
There's a lot that does that. There's very little that doesn't fuck up your chi.
That is a very good point.
Tacos.
Mention bikers and babes fucks up your chi.
Hey, Fa, I'll see you in 20 minutes.
Tattoos fucks up your chi. Mention moped fucks up your chi.
It's got to be midget, babes, I guess.
Yeah, mention midget porn messes up your chi.
Oh, that doesn't mess up my chi. Up.
That makes him actually happy.
Fuck you. What?
I was thinking about using Vanquishers with shields in my base against a Juggernaut. What do you think?
I think you should kiss my balls.
It's hairy balls.
I'll leave that to Devo.
Wow, really?
All right, I'm ready for you, fucker.
That's because you beat me. You beat me in Onslaught, so or Invasion or whatever. So you can have that job.
And here come the bragging rights.
No, I gave him honor. I says he beat me.
It's not the Mickey Mouse face anymore. The base.
You done yet?
Almost.
Oh my God! You get all your missiles and all? Can't do it without missiles.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk.
Already had
hold on. I gotta talk some shit like everybody else does. Wait a minute. Can't do without missiles. Gotta have missiles.
What are you kidding? He's got 150 Mavericks and 340 fucking.
Gotta drop your 4 Mavericks.
It's all right. I'm gonna use my 75 Mavericks. 12 bullseyes, but he's got 4,000 in each bunker, so it equals out. It equals out.
Hey, just to keep it fair, both of you got to show your workshops.
You guys are seeing my workshop over and over and over. And matter of fact, I gotta move that bitch around.
I'm not showing my diamond.
Well, we showed it. We showed it in the past, but obviously,
I got the green. I got my 8.
Yeah, I finally got the green.
Yeah, I got mine too.
I
I
did
want to
7
put mine
of them.
on just for shits and giggles.
I haven't. Fuck that. I'm still working on my Omega. My damn
you
Sandstorm.
You don't
paint.
have to upgrade it to put it on. I put it on just level 1 just for the change of color.
It's
Yeah,
ugly as hell. It is
Yeah, they
ugly
kiss.
as
I like the regular style look.
I'll keep
I
my
did
black
7
one.
just to be lucky, just to use a lucky number. So I did 7 bases. I got that was the third base I hit. I got the paint.
As soon as I hit it, I got the paint and I was done. It didn't hit no more.
The second base I got the Viper X paint. The first base I got medals, and then the other 5 I got medals.
Oh
Or 4
yeah,
I got.
I hit a couple of them damn things, and first one I got the Viper war paint.
Hey, you
which
guys
I
did
already-
say that he's the fastest one he's the fastest unit, right?
On the map, yeah. No, wait. He
Yep.
still
Hold
is,
on.
yeah.
I tested it, and the buggy and the Viper X from corner to corner without hookers, they arrived. Well, they both took the same time.
Oh,
It was
okay.
like 7 minutes and whatever. I'd rather use a buggy because if it gets sniped, oh well. I've updated. I'll waste a hooker and test it sometime. But as far as like raw map speed, it's they're the same time.
And what's the time for an acolyte? Has anybody tried that? Because
No,
acolyte is also a very fast
Very
unit.
fast. I could do that. I go
Yeah, put an acolyte. Well, what's its or what's its speed compared to a buggy?
Okay, speed is 2.8 on an acolyte.
I think a buggy's like 5 or something.
I don't fucking build buggies.
Buggy VX seemed. Actually, yeah, I think the VX.
The detonator's 5.
That's surprising. I thought they moved kind of slow.
Damn, almost forgot to put in my hair.
Well, if that's got the same map speed as
Dodged
a
the bullet on that one.
I'm gonna go make detonators and detonator things.
That's what I use.
Scrap my
I don't build
buggies.
buggies. I use detonators.
And they can't find them.
Well, yeah, that's all I ever. I've since I will say this. It's the only thing that has of any value to me when it comes to units as far as infiltrators or Sarkis is the fact that it's stealth. I use those for running around my map.
I love you.
And detonators with their stealth tech, so I can run around the map because you go to hit a platoon and you can't see anything in it. Ha ha ha. It's not like you can't kill the damn thing if I'm offline or I'm not paying attention or whatever, and I really don't care. I'll sit and take the repair time to it, but it's the only reason I have them built and they remain in game for me.
So the detonator counts as an infantry, and so you move slow.
Yeah, they fucked it up and they put it in the infantry build thing. Remember, it's the only vehicle that is in your. It's the stupidest thing in the world.
So
That's
a detonator will take 14 minutes to get across the map, even though his speed is faster than a buggy, stats wise.
I got to be honest with you. As much as you gentlemen always, talk about the statistics and the mathematics, I have long since given up on giving a flying shit what Kixeye puts out as numbers because not a damn thing they do seems to actually be accurate.
Yep, look at the Mega Tank and the Gladiator. Mega Tank stat wise should have smoked it.
Yeah, I can't
Napalms
go to
versus
0-0.
Avalanche.
Fucking war
Napalms-
gods is in my way.
Napalm's got I think twice the damage of a Avalanche, but stats on the Kixeye stats, but the Avalanche will smoke anything. Well, faster than a Napalm.
But what's its power?
They only got one of those camo frames. But I got 20-something of the fucking mites. 42. I got 42 of the mites.
I need to collect more. They need more gold tech shit for me to get them. I'm losing. I'm becoming very disillusioned. I can admit that. I'm becoming very lazy, lackadaisical. I'm not really focusing on
Jesus
collecting
Christ,
tech.
Lonnie, are you making a new puck?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Well, say it.
Damn.
Your base point, Dexter.
Come on, motherfucker, bring it.
Bring it.
Here we go, children.
Hey, this is screen sharing on YouTube, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
So Lonnie, your challenge is 8 hours or under. Since you claim to be an nope. Since you claim to be an expert, good PvP.
Oh no, he's gonna he's gonna phantom me to death, and then he's gonna drop all his missiles because he can't do it without it.
You're gonna make me not use missiles, aren't you?
Now, City,
This is for Lonnie's title. If Lonnie is unable to get under 8 hours, then Shadow will be named the best PvPer on the panel.
Oh hell no!
City,
No. He will be the best defense.
City, I agree that you think it's supposed that the detonators are supposed to be an infantry unit because they're controlled.
If I wanted to do it in 8 hours, I'd do it in 5 or 6 attacks.
But what City? I agree that detonators should have been considered an infantry unit because they're controlled. But I believe, I'm just saying this personally, I wish that prior to this, when they restructured the tabs and everything, they had made a tab for drones, and in that they could have put things like the detonators. You could have put things in like the wing drones, the low grade drone units that weren't technically air, they weren't technically a tank. Those things could have been separated out. That also would have helped alleviate some of the build queue and some of the other things, although detonators are instant build, so that's not relevant. But I think that would have been smarter. And then as drones come out, like Furies, for example, these things would have had their own tab, separate from the helicopters, separate from the fixed wing air. I would have liked to see because I've been more proactive in that.
What he did was he used his Raptors to take out my radio tower, and now he's gonna ghost me.
His Raptors?
Yeah, he used not Raptors, but
Onis.
Onis.
Took Onis to take out my radio tower, and now he's using Night Owls to take out my bunkers and my air.
What level tower did you have?
7. Oh, it took a few. This shit didn't happen right away.
The only thing that hurts me about that is, I'm just not quick enough in re-accessing the target after Kickside does their bullshit where you click the attack and it screams.
By the way,
away
that's Dina. I know that's a Cyclone or Dina. He's scooting around.
Nope.
If you keep moving around in a predictable pattern, he's gonna move around opposite of you.
Yeah. No, just put him on fist.
Hey Shadow,
I can curve my player. That's the best option.
You can what?
Just put it on fist.
Oh yeah, highlight everything, put it on fist. It'll
No,
it'll
not
fix
everything. Just that howler that he's keep moving
Yeah,
around.
just one howler.
I used to keep one Liberator as a scout, and I'd put one Liberator, like that guy on the left, I'd put one guy on fist, and that was it. And then
If
he'd
you
be
keep
my
moving
scout.
like that, he will running out of gas.
Yep, exactly. Global warming, man. You're creating global warming by running that dude around.
When Lonnie's moving his main platoon, then he's out of gas, so and he's useless.
Hey, well, Lonnie's not doing anything at the moment, so.
Nope, because my Titan drones aren't coming out. So
nope. He's just waiting.
He's got his Christmas tree up.
Well, but then Shadow, you know his position on the map.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm not worried about
Then
that.
you also know where his air will come in.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's just being nervous.
Apparently, according to Joe on YouTube, detonators are amazing at shielding from railguns. Okay.
Well, I don't have any rail guns, so there it is. There it is. And he got, oh man, that thing is still alive. There goes my base.
Yep.
Uh,
That thing is a monster.
And what, you had 4 hunters?
Yeah, I had 3 hunters.
Hunters ain't gonna do nothing against that Phantom.
Nope.
He flies too quick.
And Lonnie,
All
what
right.
level is the Phantom? Is it 40?
Have some gold temp.
Yep, and I am flattened. Look at that. 2 swipes. Phew. And there's probably one more coming. Oh, yeah. Yep, there it is.
And there it goes.
It don't matter. My base is flat. He's got 2
For
stars.
for all the time you people diss the Phantom. This piece
No,
of
1
shit.
star. He's at 1 star.
Yep.
I will still continue to diss it because now he's down 8 hours, and unless he coins it, he can only do 1 base.
So what? He did what he needed to do. He did what he wanted to do. And he's got other air. He's got his Omega Sandstorm. He's got his Omega Titan. He's got his Cyclones. You know, he used a unit and suicided it in a high level 46 player base or 45. You know.
Damn, I lost my. Where the
Then he-
hell did my
Mhm.
I didn't even see me lose my howler. I didn't even see it die.
What, you couldn't say goodbye?
Hell no, I couldn't say bye, hello.
You gotta say,
how you doing?
If you want to move them damn things out of the way, get them out of the way. so I
Ah,
can kill 'em.
fuck it. Hey, it'll be all right.
I don't want to kill them.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
Wait, where'd those zombies come from?
My
Zombie
Pandora.
Pandora.
I know. I'm just messing with you.
Damn, I had these fuckers set up here for your Juggernaut. I was waiting to see a Juggernaut.
No,
Hey,
it's
you
not coming.
drowned it.
By the way, guys, that shows you how badass that fucking Phantom is.
And you know what? Just think if I put the Herald with that motherfucker. Good God.
Yep.
What level
fly
is
the
your
Herald with it.
Phantom, Lonnie?
Just Omega?
31.
32?
31.
Yep.
31.
Look at that shit. Just a level 31.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think you. Wait. Well, you got 8 hours with the Phantom, so I think you held. I think you held.
He did good. He did real good.
Yeah, but
No,
He
that's a
didn't
win for
necess-
him.
he didn't necessarily need to do the second run. He could have.
Well, see, I
That's
set my
definitely
I had my Ardra and Tune up here in the high corner, waiting for a Juggernaut, and that never came.
Yeah, and I will also, I'll play devil's advocate.
I
We're
still don't know how the hell I lost my howler.
But
It
we're
ran
still,
out there with my air.
yeah, he went out to the
You're
south
new.
And
corner.
I put
got
Hellstorms Hellstorms and Pandora on it.
Oh,
Well, I'll play devil's advocate and say we're still working with bases that are basically blends of anti-ground more than they are anti-air. So when we start seeing the Herald in mass, a plane, the plane like that is going to end up taking more and more damage because we're going to have more solely anti-air in our bases, and our
no,
anti-ground is going to be units. Our anti-air is going to be. Our
Man, I got so happy I got
in
that
here.
fucking Omega Phantom.
Yeah, I got
With,
3 hunters in here, and it didn't drop it.
Well,
Yeah.
with the Herald coming, we need to rebalance our base.
Yeah, we're gonna need to get that gold Tempest. We're gonna have to have it.
Exactly. That's my point. And
There's no
Nope.
choice in it now. I mean,
Gold Tempest is shit against the Herald.
Yeah, it is.
no, but yeah, but you mix it with the Hades. By the way, you see Lonnie?
Nope.
See what I had up
Nope.
here.
the Hades will take the Herald out. and the Tempest
The Hades will
protect-
drop that Herald in a
Oh
heartbeat.
fuck! I didn't see those up there.
Yep, I had them for your. I had them up there for your Juggernaut.
He's about to fuck me. But you know what? They'd have been shocked as soon as I hit it.
It don't matter. I would have got a couple licks off of it. But you wouldn't have noticed though, would you have?
No, I wouldn't have. No, I wasn't
Yeah.
even thinking.
My repair time 10 hours.
Look at mine.
And not enough for us
And
to
Lonnie,
do it.
Lonnie, one click.
Don't just click it.
One click.
Don't just click it. At least read the time first.
The time was sorry, too fast.
I'll screen share. I'll screen share my time.
That was an air only flat.
Flat. That's right.
Yeah, so
Got,
I mean,
Well, this base isn't as good as I thought, so it looks like in an hour I'm back to redesigning. To be honest, you can't. To be honest with it, I like it. I'm going to keep it.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess how long?
16 hours and 46 minutes.
Shadow is the winner. Woohoo!
For 6 hours, you know.
Yep.
So it's
but for
But Shadow
only.
Without that, I think without the Omega Phantom, it would have held up a lot better.
Yeah, you'd have to kill. You'd have to have like
three swipes right down your fucking middle of your base.
Well, here's
you'd
another
have to have
thing.
a lot more anti-air for the Phantom and kill that a lot quicker. So
And
this
also-
way, you
Yeah,
force
I
him
got to
to
put some
use round-
Tempest in there.
Yeah, and also if you can subtract out the loss of his Onis, if he had used the spec op to get rid of your tower rather than sacrifice actual Onis, that would have cut his repair time on that one plat a little bit.
But
You don't want to waste that on a base, though. You want to
No,
waste
but-
that on.
but if you're using raining blood, that's not as effective if you use one Oni of yourself. Because
Yeah,
if
absolutely.
you use
You have to use all 7 or
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can't control them to do pinpoint targeting. That's absolutely true. I agree.
That was fun as hell, though.
It did take 3 to take down his radio tower because one of them didn't work, so I sent 2 more.
Yep, and my radio tower isn't really protected. I got no walls around it or nothing. It's just sitting here by itself.
Yeah, just set up for. Well, you still set up for invasion?
Well, no, I'm testing the base.
Okay.
See, I like
What?
this design. I'm going to keep it because I think against a Juggernaut, I think I can take a Juggernaut. I mean,
Lonnie?
those two,
You need
those
base test again.
no, those two I had up there are just against Lonnie. I would never put Ardra up there like that because, like Lonnie said, a lot of people use shock ordnance.
Yep.
Or
See,
not shock.
I got grenaders in there. I got
Yep. See, that would have frozen
off
me up.
on them with a commando leading it.
I would have used.
I would have frozen all of them too.
I would have hid Howlers up there. Yeah,
The charge
you would have.
ordnance on the grenaders.
Well, that wouldn't have affected the Howlers, but the Grenaders would have killed the Howlers. The point, all I would want is for them. What I want is for him to turn around. Once he turns around, then I can bring my other Howlers in, and that's it. That's what you want against a Juggernaut plat. You want that Juggernaut to spin. Once he turns around,
I use Ardra with my plat, and I'm telling you what, that thing kills Howlers like it's no tomorrow.
I got charge ordnance on a couple of my Howlers.
Okay,
It's never.
yeah.
I've never.
Just for her.
Yep. But I mean, you want that unit to spin. You want it to turn because once it turns, that's it. You got them. You put Jericho with your Howlers and you turn that tech on. That's it. Job's done. But when you got a Omega Phantom, well, ain't much you can do about that. But just watch your base go poof.
Expert Tempest and Hades. And Acolytes.
I only have one Expert Tempest.
Yes,
Lonnie, your mic is breaking up.
Yeah. Correct.
Might have to refresh Hangouts.
That was fun as hell. But I like my base setup, so I'm going to keep it. I don't feel like going through it all over again.
Hey, Shadow, if you want a real base test, go to 91. They've got all the toys. They probably already got a Omega.
Are you guys still
Omega
presenting me?
No, I don't think so.
they
Hold on.
probably already got a Omega Herald already. And Omega Juggernaut.
All right, you're clear. All right, that was fun as hell.
Can someone find me on the invasion leaderboard?
What?
I don't have to
you?
concentrate on Shock and Ardra. I have Howlers with Charge Ordnance. I always have some. I usually have some in my base. I just want to be
40.
Lonnie, you need
Number
to
40?
refresh.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I don't
Oliver
use
Field.
Ardra in my base. I use if I'm going if I'm going to like a rave run, Ardra doesn't go in my base. Jericho does. That's what goes in my base is Jericho because his tech is fucking awesome. His tech is wicked. If you set him in the middle of your base and then surround your base with Howlers, and just sit there and wait for some of those units to come to you, and you click his fucking tech, man, it's like fucking laser beams in every direction.
That's if you do that, that's a really juggernaut killer.
I've had my base surrounded with Howlers. I put Jericho right in the center to where his tech caught all of the Howlers. I clicked it on, and anything that came within my base died. And that's 3 times I get to do that.
Or infinite if you just hit the instant button.
Yeah, coin.
Yeah, that too.
The little gold, the gold-plated button.
Mm-hmm.
But man,
I'm sorry, but in a defense situation, it is definitely worth the coin.
Oh yes, oh yes. Man, you put that shit in there, and you throw some liberators too, and you just surround your base, the core of your base, with that, and you let those motherfuckers come to you. That's it. You click that fucking tech, and it's like a laser light show in your base.
The thing is with Jericho, it buffs every allied unit. Every unit that's from you, it buff.
Yep.
When it's in range.
And you just want to make sure that you want to make sure that yellow circle has everything within that yellow circle, and just click it and watch. Unless you have somebody like Lonnie who has the Phantom, then, well, just pull your base tunes and wait for it to be over and then start all over again.
Hell no, you got that Jericho tech with your Tempest.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It'll rock that bitch right out of the sky.
I just want some gold Tempest.
There has to be something against that. I mean, you had all Hades, maybe also with the Jericho.
I only had 4 Hades. I had 4 Hades and I had 3 Hunters. And it took 3. It took 3 runs on my base.
Shadow, do you have the Omega Phantom unlocked?
No, I only have the regular Phantom. I don't even have the.
Say if you had the Omega one, you could do Gogo Bar tests. Now, obviously, it's not teched or anything, but you could then test any unit you want against the barrel.
I'm not big on the Phantom. I mean, it's a bet. Don't get me wrong. It's a badass fucking unit. But
you got to remember though, it's only good because of that fuselage tech.
Yep, and not only that, I mean, I'm not into killing my units for a base.
Exactly.
I want to save my units for as much as I can to hit as many bases I can with the least amount of coin I have to spend.
Yeah, but if you're gonna hit one of those like super maxed bases, you're gonna kind of need a. Yeah,
well, I mean, I just don't hit them. I mean, I choose not if I look at a level 45 base and it's like Lonnie's, I'm saying fuck it. I'm passing by hitting somebody else.
Exactly, but if you had that Omega Phantom,
then I'm looking and I had the coin, then I'd have to repair it.
He'd be looking elsewhere. If he had the Omega Phantom, he'd still be looking elsewhere. So you don't like the wasted unit like that.
It's just, I mean, that is my own personal preference on it. I mean, that's just how I fight. You know, I'd rather take a buggy, hit 10 bases with just the air I have before I have to coin it, than hit 1 mega base.
Yeah, but sometimes you need to hit one of those big bases.
Fuck that.
Why is that?
A really heavy base, that Phantom won't last 3 strikes. You will be lucky if it lasts 1 strike.
My Hades are only level 6. My Hades are level 6. All the units I have in there, none of them were maxed out, but they're what I use. So,
well, I mean, I just, like I said, the second day, I built my Hades for the first time. I gathered enough thorium to build 4 of them. They were all level 1, and build the Ardra, and that's a single level play. And the 4 Hades that I had took out those heralds in wave 9.
That's what I'm preparing for with the Hades, and that's why I have them in my base.
Yeah, and I'm just reiterating what you're saying about the low levels. So.
I am changing all my. I'm getting rid of all the hunters. Against the Phantom, even against the fucking Herald, it's a waste. They're only good against the Titan and the Sandstorm.
Yeah,
but
I wouldn't get rid of all of them. I I would at least keep one because if you do that, if you get them all out, then you weaken it at some point because people will still be using hailstorms, Dina cyclones and stuff. They still do because not
Yeah.
everybody will have the Herald or.
Well, I ain't doing shit for a few hours. Or a couple, or at least a day. I'm upgrading my airfield.
Yeah. My take on it is I was planning to do 2 rails, 2 overwatches on my platoons, on my heavy platforms, and basically get rid of the hunter missiles altogether and focus on my anti-air being when we get Gold Tempests, if we get them back. Gold Tempests and Hades, and changing out my my defense to the Storm on my thing. So that would be my AA.
But
Tommy has a good question.
Why would you use Overwatches? Because Overwatch is only good against infantry.
Yeah, that's why I like to spread it out because
Let's be honest. Everything in your bunker is also good against infantry.
I use the only reason I have Overwatch is for the event, onslaught, and invasion.
Because then they will spam your base with infantry units.
And it all clumps together, and I can just bam. Tommy has a question. Does Jericho's tech affect the Liberators and bunkers?
Nope. It has to be a vehicle.
No.
It only affects vehicles.
All right.
You sure?
If they were on the ground, yes, but not inside the bunker, no.
That's my take on it. I believe as when they're in the bunkers, they only go by the stats that the bunkers provide. But as infantry out on the playing field, they do get a buff. I believe.
I believe they will get a normal.
No, I mean
buff.
they'll get.
It says increase the reload speed of Jericho and nearby allies by 500%. So it doesn't
specify
say vehicles.
Yeah, I think the tactic might work on an infantry unit if it's exposed within range of him.
But I don't think
But I
bunkers.
don't want to be quoted.
I think every unit within the range.
It has to be range, and for if it is a base, is it in your base plat? Your bunkers are not part of your base defender plat.
They got a boost on its own. The bunkers.
Yes.
But yeah, bunkers work on their own. It's the same principle as Sheila and Special Forces.
Jericho's
Sheila's buff until they have
tactic does work for every unit inside your base, whether it is tanks, infantry, anti-air, anti-ground, no matter
It
what.
won't work on bunkers though.
Yeah, not
bunkers. But because they got the boost on its own. The bunker.
Every one of your units in a bunker wears an aluminum foil hat, so they
But
don't
it's,
get
it's
affected.
also not part of your base defender plat. So it's effectively for the game. It's not in your platoon.
All right. There goes your answer. Any other questions out there?
And for the people, that's the reason why I like to have 2 plats.
The
and a
Omega
base.
Phantom is never coming out again.
Dobba has seen what I do with 2 plats on a base. That when I bring in my Juggernaut tune, I also have a plat next to it. And I drive my Juggernaut plat a little bit away because a lot of people, what they want to do is group their howlers and are ready for your defense unit around your Omega or around your Juggernaut to be killed. Then they bunch them up around each other. And Dobba has seen what I did. And then I deploy. Then I wait until they are in range of my second unit deploy. Then I don't deploy my complete plat, but just 2 parts of it. And all of a sudden I deployed. There was one guy who had 6 howlers waiting. And I deployed my Hydra right in the middle of his howlers. And he lost them all in 5 seconds.
And I've seen a guy bunch up 9 howlers, a Gold Tempest, and a Jericho, and I wiped it all out with one swipe of Omega Phantom.
That's why it's important how you
I
fill
love
up
when they
your
do that when they
squads.
Yep.
That's why, yeah.
Yeah, but it is also important to have a tactic that you know. Okay, he is online. He will wait till my units that will that defend my Juggernaut will be distracted or whatever, and then he can bring it in his howler. So he's parking his howlers somewhere, and try to lure them towards where your second plat is.
If I bunch mine up, I'm not going to stop moving them. They're not stopping moving.
Nope.
Because after what I did with that dude that bunched his shit up, he's still feeling butthurt from that.
Yeah, but
9
you,
howlers, a Jericho, and a Gold Tempest in one swipe. Ouch, son of a bitch.
Yeah. Well, that's especially for that tactic. I've put on my Hydra. I've put the sustain armor.
Yep.
Because then howlers do almost no damage to it.
But I got that guy to do it too, because I figured if I put in my platoon, he would bunch everything up, and then once it's bunched up, he ain't gonna take time and place one at a time again. He's gonna run them around. And so I deployed my ground, let him bring all his shit together to get ready to come after my Juggernaut. Then I retreated it.
Yep.
Then let him sit there for a second. Let him think, oh, maybe this guy DC'd. And then I just swiped his shit out. And it was over after that. I just air flattened him.
Because usually nowadays, a lot of people, if you take out their howlers, they almost now have no defense anymore. Because everybody has built their defense around their howlers.
Yeah.
I have it. I love my Vindicators.
Slow-mo.
All
What
right.
was the one unit you were controlling? That whole attack shadow?
Oh no, I was using just one howler, and that was just a scoot around. That's it.
Yeah,
But-
but when all the air came in, his howler was already run out of gas.
Yep. I got Vindicator. I got 8 Vindicators in my base, all with plus 500 or that tech. What is that? Plus 200 or whatever damage against vehicles.
Yep.
Yep.
All 8 of them,
Exploit weakness.
or
That's
6
the
of them.
name
Yep,
of the
6
deck.
of them are, and then 2 of them have the extended range.
Matt R, I don't think that there is anybody here that used the new Hellfire. I think you mean the legendary Hellfire.
No. It's
Hell
Yeah,
no.
no one uses those shit because they're all.
I actually
I
got mine to level 7.
legendary series are our last.
That is
well,
what I use
effect-
for my
failure.
Vindicator.
You know,
And I love
effectively,
it.
the legendary units were
Legendary
the first.
shit.
Yeah,
Failure.
well,
They need to
They
release them for regular
They are-
shit so we can try them out. Next
they are a piece of shit, but they were the first path to the new units. But while they're doing that, they went a new way, another
Just
way
right.
with units. So that's why you don't see any new legendary units come out.
Yeah,
And they will-
well, it's also that they realized that they were pieces of shit, and they have stated that they are going to rework them. So
Hey,
be
Lami,
prepared
here's a
to
question for
wait.
you. What's the best tech for a Hydra?
Depends on which one, the
Sustain.
Elite Hydra or the Omega.
sustain, damage, and burst.
Yeah.
Yep, they're the only 2 good ones. The area one is shit; it just does no damage.
Yeah, they convinced me. I used to be a sustained damage and a Gatling gun fan, but all the friends in Unshackled convinced me that the burst damage cannon is the best way.
On an Omega Hydra, the burst can almost, I think, one-shot howlers.
So there you
Who
go.
was
The
the
burst
one
damage
saying
and
that the-
sustain.
Who
Hey,
was the one
I
that was
can
saying
I
burst
can
is best?
kill an Omega I can kill a level 30 Juggernaut in 3 shots with a certain unit.
I can kill my level 30 Juggernaut in less than 3 shots.
Are there any other questions out there? If not, we're
Someone
going
was
to wrap this
asking
up.
why is Shadow such a noob. I don't know who.
What
who
are you
asked.
using to kill your level 30 Juggernaut in less than 2 shots?
Well,
I go into your base balls to the wall without even targeting anything.
Joe Lopez, yes, a level 21 Hydra can still be effective if you know how to use it, and if you have all the.
It's not good enough.
Depends on fear. I
No.
killed 6 howlers with a level 21 Hydra. It
Yeah,
depends
I use
how
my
you
hy-
use your unit.
I
And
use my
when.
I use my Hydra, and it's not even. It's not Omega status at all. It's still elite, and it does just fine for me. It does what I needed to do, and that's
Yeah.
protect my my Juggernaut. I mean, my elite Juggernaut.
It's not going to bubble a base.
No.
Face it, it's not going to go bubble anybody's base.
It's not an
But,
attacking unit. You should
It's-
use it
it's
to
a shield.
defend.
It's
The
a meat shield.
protecting unit.
Yep, I use it to protect my Omega Juggernaut, or damn it, my elite Juggernaut, and it does just fine. And it's
Yeah.
not even hell. I think. Hold on, I'll see what level
Mine
it
does
is.
also very fine, and it's a level 21. It's just all the tech on it is maxed.
Yeah.
But we did find out that if people are running a workshop pack and they got an elite Juggernaut and they put Omega Juggernaut, or not Omega, but if they're running workshop pack and they got an elite Hydra and they put Omega Hydra workshop on it, it will look like an Omega Hydra.
Yeah. Oh, mine's not like that. Mine's nothing but a level 22, and I
Hey,
use it in my
yeah.
plat, and it does great.
I've sniped a level 1 Hydra that had full Omega Hydra tech on.
How can you
look-
snipe?
probably look
How can you snipe a level 1?
They hacked
Exactly.
the
It's-
actual.
No, you can't. The Hydra comes straight elite.
Yeah, but if
Exactly.
they hack it, they
They
can
hack
make it.
the unit
They
and
just
they
comes
hack the
out
workshop.
Hydra, not even elite.
I killed it, and then I'm looking in the logs, and it's like Hydra level 1. I'm like, what the fuck?
So in other words, you attacked and defeated a ERM. Congratulations.
No, it wasn't an ERM. It was an actual Hydra.
It was an ERM in a blow-up Hydra-like costume made out of
Because they
paper
would've
mache.
It would still probably popped up as an
No,
ERM.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, yeah, I know. Just levity for the show.
Hell, my fucking poor all I got on my elite Hydra is a level 6 armor. That's it. Sustained armor. And that's all I have on it. It's nothing but a level 22, and she does great.
Yep. But again, it comes to know your units, know the weaknesses, know the strong points, and use it accordingly.
And keep that bitch away from a flood.
Yep.
I learned that shit the hard way.
Poof.
Level 22 and a flood. Well,
I'll tell you what. I think they did something to the Furies. For some
they
reason,
don't like-
mine just seem a lot more freaking stronger. I don't.
Hey, have you noticed that your wing drones don't fly in front?
Yes.
Mine have been.
Mine don't. Mine fly to the side.
They're kind of retarded.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, when I use them, they slant.
fly. If you set and then like if you ain't got them real far out, usually all right. But
When I used them the last time when I used them, they just flanked the right and left side.
Yeah, that's what mine do.
And it actually they yo-yoed back and forth, forward and back, and it was actually scaring me because it almost was like they were trying to pull back behind, and then they'd fly forward, and then they'd pull back behind, like it was opening up for my Furs to take some damage.
What is this dude doing in our sector?
A middle base, yeah, for the sheer reason that if that Juggernaut can get at least one shot off, and you're on a corner, and it comes in on that corner and gets at least one shot, that's it. You know, a quarter to half your base is gone.
Yeah.
And nowadays, with the Herald coming, I'm thinking that it's more and more that the center base is better. Because even if you're in the corner, it only makes that your Herald is very quickly at your CC.
Yep, I've moved mine to the
You,
center.
if you got your bait on an edge, and an enemy comes with a Juggernaut tune on that side, he deploys his Juggernaut, put it on fist, retreat it, so he gets one shot off, and then it's done. Juggernaut takes a minimum of damage, and it takes a big
I
chunk
am going
out
to show
of
you
your
guys
base.
a trick. that if you do want your base on the corner, I am going to show you a trick that might help you. Hold on, I gotta heal 3 of these. If you want to set your base up in a corner, count 3 of any of these right here. Just out the way.
Yeah, 10 mines.
All right. Nope. This right here. If you still want to put your base in the middle, damn it. Come 3 of these buildings off the wall, off your edge, okay? And that will protect you from getting one-shotted from a juggernaut. This is the area. This is your safe zone. If you want to put your base on the corner, start building your base from right here.
Yeah, but it's still
These 3, it's risky. If they max base, your juggernaut spawns right here. But you have these 3 blocks is your safe zone. Any closer than that,
You're fucked.
it's toast. Yeah, pretty much.
And again,
you can,
focus on floating turrets on that outer edge. Don't put ground mounted stuff.
It doesn't matter.
But everybody has
doesn't
walls in front of them. So
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, you can't put walls. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all
There you
kinds of
go.
crazy.
That is your limit. This is your safe zone.
and another
Anything
one.
below this, they got you with one shot as soon as they deploy. If you go this deep, they have to deploy and move forward. Once they start moving forward, you can start damaging them. They cannot one-shot you. And if you use a Vindicator, you got that plus 200%. If you can get at least 2 shots off,
Well.
you'll have health that motherfucker in a heartbeat.
Another one is what we found out for the splash of a juggernaut. That's 10 or 11 walls
Yep.
block.
Well, that's this right here. This is 3.
barricades. Yeah,
Yeah,
barricades.
if you line up 10 barricades, then you could put at the end you could put like something else. Then if it targets that, the splash will not hit the things that's behind the 11th barricade.
That's the space you wanna put your outer building, at least between your walls and your buildings, because if they hit your building, they won't do damage on your base.
Yep. So either this much, it's
Joe?
either 3 of these or 11 blocks.
Yeah. And Joe, yes, you can mitigate the risk by using a troop with adaptive body armor, but again, no one comes alone with his juggernaut. In my plat, there is also a few liberators and other stuff, and those will kill it immediately. Any troop with an adaptive body armor.
Some people do go in with a lone juggernaut retard.
Yeah, but that's foolish.
Yeah, they don't count. They're not real people.
Come on,
idiots like
that's
Legend
the
of
same as saying, well, let's see if my base will work against a juggernaut. Do a Gogo bar test with alone a juggernaut. Nobody comes really alone with a juggernaut.
That's why when I did my go-go bar test, I had a full plat, 3,000. So if you do want to have your base on the corner, this is how you do it. Set it up past this building. And like I said, the juggernaut will have to move forward to right here. And while it's moving forward, you have your bunker, you have a couple of Vindicators, a railgun. There you go.
As an angel, indeed, a gold one. The jug needs to do 10 shots. That's because you can never have more than 10% of your total health in damage. But that's only effective against burst damage. But as soon as you've got units with sustained damage with them, it's gone in like seconds.
You can use that as an unit to distract, but not to take upon a juggernaut.
A juggernaut, when you design your base, you have to really be specific. But see, as you guys seen before, he didn't even bring out his juggernaut. He flapped me with just his Omega Phantom. pretty much. I mean, he one-starred me with just Omega Phantom. 2.5 passes, my base was toast. So, it's not just the Juggernaut you got to think about. You have to also think about the Omega Phantom, the Herald that's coming out.
Yeah, fuck.
Our bases are
Doggy
now
bubbling everybody.
Yeah, our base defense now is horribly weak.
I'm just gonna take my shit out. No reason to defend.
This is the ebb and flow that Kixeye keeps doing to us, where they fail to balance things preemptively. They're always playing catch up. We had this before where our defenses were so OP, you were wasting tunes going in. Now we're so underpowered that
I mean, look at what people's gonna be able to do. They're gonna take what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my big condom in, and I'm gonna kill anything that will shoot down my air. And then I'm just gonna fucking wipe your base out with my Omega Titan and Omega Phantom, and my Omega Sandstorm. What the fuck?
And your Herald. I mean,
yeah, I'm just gonna go with my Herald, kill whatever Tempest you got, Hades or whatever. Because I'm day one, that motherfucker's gonna be level 20. I mean, come on.
Yep.
I'm torn.
So I mean, that's why I was gonna change my base. So I'm like, fuck it. What's the use of me changing my base around? I'll change my turrets to rail, a couple turrets to rail guns, but I'm gonna keep it the way it is. I think it looks pretty cool anyway. So I'm all about looks.
Well, hey guys, I'm off. I'm gonna go get some dinner, and I'll be back in a little bit.
We're gonna wrap this up.
See you, Lonnie.
Some shout outs.
All right, I'll wait for a few.
All right, Daba, you got any shout outs? I think we lost Daba. All right, we'll go to Dutch.
Yes. Shout out to the panel. Shout out to YouTube, and shout out to all friends in Wacomanda.
All right, Lonnie, you're up. Since you got to
All
go
right.
eat.
Oh, I want to give a shout out to my dirty Phantom. She's a dirty girl. My Omega Phantom.
You scuffed her bumpers, man.
Fuck that.
Shout out for having a good time. Hey, man, it's fun, though.
Hell yeah.
It's always fun testing with friends. But I want to give a shout out to my babe. She's at work. Hope she has a good day. And give a shout out to everybody watching in the panel. Take care, guys.
All right. Fear.
Shout out to Anton for sending me the link, because none of you bastards would send me the link.
I had it in YouTube, fucker. I gotta
No,
scroll
you
up.
didn't. I sat there in YouTube.
I put it in. I
20
put it in
minutes.
early. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to YouTube.
I know. I spent 20 minutes. I typed in like 10 times. No one was sending me the
When
link.
it's open mic, the link is always posted on the YouTube chat.
Yeah. All right.
It's gonna be reposted a few times anyway. Anyway, shout out to everyone else, and yeah, have fun, guys.
All right. Hellfire.
Shout out to 49. Shout out to this panel. Shout out to YouTube Land for keeping up with our bullshit today.
King. God damn it! Wake the fuck up, King.
Damn, everybody's sleeping.
Hey, I'm taking a fucking nap. That's why I'm closing the show down. Venom. Got any shout outs?
Time for siesta. Shout out to my wife. I'm about ready to help make dinner downstairs. Shout out to Shadow Killer and to Fuck You for doing a preemptive little PvP, which is always good. Thank you for entertaining us all. And to the panel and the viewers out there for sticking with this game and making this show worthwhile.
All right. Before I do my shout,
One last thing. I'll take King and Dobber's shout out and just use it to say shout out to the crybaby noobs in Sector 29. They fucking cry like little bitches.
What? I'm
right.
at 29.
Yeah, I know, and I keep telling you that people in that sector are fucking crybaby bitches.
All right. That being said, before I do my shout outs, remember, guys, that we will have Wednesday show at 9:30 p.m. Eastern, unless they do the updates early. We will be having a live event show, so make sure you guys log on for that. That'll be, I think, Thursday, isn't it, guys? Yep, Thursday. I'll have it up about 12. We'll have it up an hour before the event starts. So make sure you guys log on for that. We will try the event. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to the page. Let me post up the link for the Unshackled page so you guys can join up on there. So usually you have all my links there. So wow, there we go. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, join our page. I want to thank all you guys for coming out. Everybody that came out on the panel, except for Fear, he can suck my balls. Thanks, guys. All you guys on YouTube kick fucking ass. We all love you. Thanks for coming out. We're War Commander Unshackled. We're out, baby. Peace.